Hello everybody, my name is Kreva and welcome back to Endless Space, playing as our own creation of the Federation from Star Trek, sort of-ish, kind of, I guess. And yeah, this is our starting empire. We're building it up from the beginning, of course, and Right, we lost all of our ships to some nasty pirates before, so we're probably going to have to look into creating some better ships ourselves. We have completed our production building in Astra, which should really improve. Wow, they're very happy right here. I love it. So they should be quite happy with that. I cannot colonize further on here, so I will have to look into ships. And the only thing we currently have is the Protector basic ship design that we can build. It's not that strong because there's a pretty annoying dude over there. What are you researching right now? Zoil xenobiology. Okay, we're first going to research some more weapons tech right after that, and then we'll look into building better ships. And I'll show you how ships are being built in the military location. View screen. Here we have the AI doing its turns. That's actually pretty cool to see. Actually, I hadn't seen that before. Okay, so what we want is probably some... I want strong rockets. And it's just one turn, so we can do that next turn. And right in time also for our production in Astra to develop further as well. So... Okay, so we have... Chidi Bademdi has gone level up. And since he's our first hero and I want him to be more jack of all trades, not necessarily master of none, but I'm going to give him veteran 1 first. So that makes him stronger in all categories of skills, and it unlocks new skills as well. So let's look into research, and let's see, we've almost done everything here. That would be okay. Oh, hang on. What other planets are there? Desert? Yes. We need to do the desert planet research, which I think is sustainability right there. I really want to get that second planet in our home system colonized. It's going to be helpful. So science is done and production is done. So we're going into the military screen. And here we have 0 fleets because they destroyed all of our ships. What we're going to do now is add a new design. Here we have the ship design view. Now this is our basic ship. We can turn it around, let it spin at uncomfortably high speeds, making Emperor extremely ill, and then it stops spinning. Okay, so what we have here are several things. So we have an engine, which is standard, but can be upgraded. And that makes it spin if you click it. There are some special slots for so later things, I think, special modules maybe. There are currently 2 types of hull we can choose. We could choose the Hecto class, which is a civilian ship basically. This ship is civilian based and it's not strong to use with weapons. You can put weapons on them. Say if you want to have a scout ship, this would be a good one. But the effects it has is the hull is 3 times as weak as normal. It has minus 50% support module civilian tonnage on ships, which means that if we put in a civilian support module, it will actually only weigh half the normal weight if we put it in this ship. And it has a total maximum tonnage of 80. That's this line over here. This will fill up if we put things in it. And the other ship is the Deca class, which also has a lot of weakness on the hull. So we're also going to need to get a better hull design. And that research is actually, yes, I want to confirm leaving right now. Here is the first next, also is weaker on the hull, apparently. Apparently bigger ships means that goes away, the hull weakness. I see, yeah. So that's a change they made. They made the bigger ships a lot stronger by making the hull less weak. Because they were probably much easier blown up. But yeah. So we're going to build a Deca class ship. It has 100 tonnage space. We shall call it the class design. I don't. I know there's a Galaxy class, and I shall call this the NX class ship. So this is the NX class. Basically it's our first ship, so we shall name it after the ship from the Enterprise series, which is kind of, have to say, my personal favorite, but I've not seen a lot else besides Voyager. I have seen stuff from every other series, but yeah, TNG didn't start up as well for me, but I think that's general consensus. And I saw half a season of Deep Space Nine, but was impressed by it, so I still want to watch that one time, but it's still going to be a while off. So we have certain modules. So there is kinetic and deflect. There is beam and shield, but we haven't researched this yet. And there is missile and flak. So basically offense for guns and defense against guns. Then there are beams like, well, you know what they are. Yeah, lasers and such. So some form of particle beam, and the shield against it. And then there are the missiles and the flak, basically rockets and anti-rockets. Now for RP purposes, it would be, if we're the Federation, we always have beam weapons and torpedo missiles with shields and deflect. And not a lot of flak, really. They have evasion, but we'll see how that pans out later on in the game. But that's the thing. So right now I want some missiles on there. They are heavier than these, yeah, that is true. Also want some form of flak, because the enemy also had these. There are also support modules. We can have bombs, we can have armor, anti-personnel weapons. Okay, that reduces population at places. That's does that. Then there are regular bombs that will destroy random infrastructure targets in a system. Yeah, these are added with the expansions. So, and I haven't played that much without the expansion. So with the expansion, I mean, sorry. Then there's siege, which speed up siege of a star system, taking over a new place. Then there's power, which will increase the power of weapons on a ship, but this requires us to have antimatter as a resource, which we don't have. So if we were to add this to the ship, we cannot build the ship, basically. Then there's armor, which basically just gives us some gives us 50% health if we use one. If we use two, another 50, and it actually, I think it increases exponentially. 382, and if we add 3, it adds up to 1057. That is actually just, no, yeah, it is more than, it's almost 3 times as much. 3 times as much would be 1152. So it is an exponential increase at some point here. So the first one adds 125? No, 200. 225, and the next one adds another 225. So it's exactly the same as what it should be. So that's okay. Then there is a civilian seed pod, which costs 165 tonnage on the module, but since that is one that should be placed in the Hecto class, it's basically to make a colony ship. There's an engine to make a ship go faster, which we don't really need right now. We just need a beefy attack ship. We can have a scout, which gives it more range on its scanners, but it also will increase accuracy on the weapons. There's a repair module, which will let the ship repair during a fight, but that needs Hyperium, which we don't have. Armor, by the way, needs Titanium 70, which we do have, so we could build it with armor. I'm actually interested in putting one armor module in there. And there's tonnage, which is a special part which will actually increase this capacity, but it will cost production and makes the ships a much longer and much more expensive to build. Then there are special modules and you need to research, so you can have landing troops, you can have fighters, you can have bombers, or you can have point defense technology, ship's capability. So it will use, point defense will use the deflect, shield and flak abilities of your ship to actually help destroy bombers or fighters. And I think they go into the special slots. That's but I'm not entirely sure, because this is also again added in the expansion. So we will probably at one point have big capital ships, just because it's more fun. And yeah, it's the ship design probably not be adapting it as much to Star Trek RP style, but more in general. So right now we have 63 strength on military power on the ship. I want one more missile, and then I want some guns on there. Now we have 112. It will cost 108 production to build. It has 607 hit points. It has 1 command point, and the bigger the ship class is, the bigger the cost of command points it will be to put them inside of a fleet. It has 0 military power, invasion military power in this case. Yeah, the mouse is just hovering over that tooltip. But basically it means it has 0 strength when invading a place, a system. It has 90% accuracy, so that can go up with a scouting module, but we haven't added that. And it has 50% evasion chance of weapons as well, which is perfectly fine. And other than that, yeah, there's nothing more to add to this ship. So the Annex class, well, it's actually a Defender, and the Annex class should be an Explorer. So I actually have no idea what the names are of some starship classes. I can look them up on my phone, which I am gonna do while we're playing, but for this first one it will take time away from actual playing. So for now we will call this a Defender, basically the Defender class. So we will create it, and now it's been added to this list. So we have the Protector, which we actually, does it have 100%? No, it doesn't even have 100% tonnage. So what we can do with the Defender is actually add some more. Whoa, only 4? How is this possible? There's only a cost of 4 tonnage on this one. Why is that? Support module, civilian tonnage. Huh? This is weird. So it costs 50% more to add civilian tonnage and less actually to put in scout tonnage. So if we added one of the scouts, it actually is 25% cheaper than normal. So, but weapon, that's interesting. The total mass is actually lower than it should be. So we can actually add this to the defense ship and make it a lot stronger. Oh, flak is also cheaper. Interesting. These are both cheaper at 4. So actually this is a much stronger defense ship, so we will apply this. And now it becomes a Protector too. So here's flak is, yeah, it's actually only 4 for each as well. So this is a more offensive, and the Protector is a really defensive ship in that case. It's interesting. Anyway, let's go back to our system and put in Defender is done in 2 turns. Let's build 3 of them, and then we will build a Procreator to actually go and have another place. And these are actually the buildings that we already have. We have Star System Improvement, the Colonial Base. We have Improvement, Heavy Isotope Refineries, very strong. It actually will, production on this planet will actually be stronger as well. And finally, of course, we have this improvement. For each colonized jungle, terran, ocean, arid or tundra planet, you get more gold. So for this particular system, it's 1/8 dust increase. Yeah, it's dust, it's not gold, but that's okay. If we were to build on this, it would be 8 from ocean and 8 from arid, I think it was, yeah. So in this system it would be 16 worth for 2 planets. Also the arid is already colonizable, which is really helpful. In fact, I will queue up a colonize arid as well. So after it's done building the Xenu tourism agencies, it will colonize the arid planet. It looks like it will take a while. It takes 14 turns from now. This is added up, so it's not 4 turns for this, then 9 turns for this. No, it's 4 turns, 5 turns, 5 turns. But once this one is finished, it will go a lot faster with the ones following, because it will almost double our production base anyway. So let's look. Oh, need to type, well, Star Trek, ship, classes. There we go. Really, one of the most sought after ones was Class X. My turn can finish already. Star Trek. Yeah, there's a really good wiki specifically for Star Trek, so... And we're already there. Oh god, really? 256 articles. Bloody hell. Maybe under the F. Ah, our first ship is done. And it's now actually in the hangar on the planet. So you would first need to put it out there to actually start doing stuff. But for now it's good. I'm just going to wait for the others to finish. And yeah, so we can just continue on. Now at the... great. Just grew. There we go, a little bit too far. Federation Starship classes. So there's actually a separate article on the wiki. There are 81 Starship classes apparently. Fuel carriers, holy crap, there are a lot of them. So that's actually going to be a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, I recognized one just now, the Constitution class. There's the Kelvin, the Intrepid, there is the Kelvin type, there's the Galaxy class, the Excelsior, Defiant, Dreadnought, Dauntless, the Noob, Deadless. There are a lot of them at least, so we'll have some names in the future. Okay, finished the one in Ursa, so now it should take 10 turns, but it's only 5 more turns for it to finish. Here we go, let's continue. Yeah, and we have discovered a research as the planet is now available for colonization. Actually, there are 4 planets in this system available as well. An ocean, desert, and another ocean. Really good. Probably going to get this one first so it can grow a lot bigger. Okay, sustainability has been researched, and this would actually unlock beam weapons, so I'm gonna do that one first. It's only 1 turn anyway. Just get those ships design out there, and I'm gonna go for the first really military class ship as well. Okay, our turn is over. Research, I will go with xenobotany and then go into efficient shielding, which unlocks the Kilo class ship. So, weapon module tonnage is actually cheaper in that class, which is really good. So we have finished our 3rd defender class ship. Ursa has finished its dust thing. Oh, we could have gotten another leader very quickly. And administrator and a corporate. So what I'm gonna do... Oh, we should maybe not have taken this guy. If we look at him, inspect him, you can see we took the labor ability, which we shouldn't have because he should be our fleet captain. If I could rename him, I would rename him James Tiberius Kirk, but we cannot. So, but yeah. Mistakes were made, probably last episode. So, I'm going to unassign him from the planet. I'm going to hire this Noyle guy. Oh, that was actually something special. Oh, it's just the fact that he just got leveled up as well. Since he has full on labor, I'm going to put labor on him. Going to accept it, and I cannot appoint him here, so we need to go back to the academy. We're assigning him to the system of Estra, which should severely increase production. Now let's go to the... let's create a fleet. This is now the Alpha fleet. It uses the numerical NATO alphabet, or actually doesn't use NATO. It uses just the Greek alphabet actually. So we shall add Badendi, or as we would like to call him, James. And we shall explore again and see where people are. Yes, you are leveled up. Also, we need to check to find the ship, because I don't want to suddenly have something, have one of my progenitors blown up once we get there. Xenobotany, so let's go for efficient shielding. I need that bigger ship class. Execute all planned moves. There's actually no pirate ship right here, so they have been moving around themselves. But I haven't seen anything pass by here, so they cannot be there probably. Okay, I need you to move on to Justium. Wonder, can I even rename this system? I can, so we shall name this the Soul. All caps is actually what... It's in all caps anyway, yeah. So then we are going to rename everything. This will be the Soul system. Sol 1, Earth. Sol 2, Mars. Sol 3, Jupiter, I guess. Also we have a procreator, which I would like to have. We are now, since it's done, we can now colonize Mars, basically. You're going to dial, actually. Nothing in Merope. And this is an ocean planet, but I'm still gonna rename this and call it Vulcan. Because they're the 4 first planets to engage together. So, can I actually rename system? No, I can only rename my own systems. Which is fine for now, but we cannot name one of our enemies' planets Kronos, basically. This will make it a lot more fun to do anyway. So let's see. Yes, you continue over here. Still no pirates. They moved somewhere completely different then. Okay, Vulcan is done colonizing. Yeah, then the arid planet is the main planet, and actually Vulcan. Vulcan will be a huge place. So now that we've colonized the second planet in the same system, the first thing we need to do is also add exploitation to it. But right now we're getting so much food from Vulcan 3, then I'm gonna do a different one. And since this is an arid planet, I'm gonna exploit it for colonial exchange and making money. Survey of the moon can be done in the future, so first the money thing. And that's about all we're going to do right now. Finish the moves. Got to Merope. There you go. Next turn. Fairly well. Yes, we colonized Mars, basically. You cannot name individual planets, basically. Oh, a book. If it was easy, it wouldn't be interesting. Congratulations on the first settlement on an advanced and difficult planet type, the desert planet. It's a doorway to greater riches and, of course, greater risks. So we've colonized a desert planet, and since this is also heavily increased for dust, so we're also going to do dust on this planet, and we'll make a lot of money, and money is really good at the beginning. No one here, okay. Oh, okay, so we can have 2 more ships, and we can do inside colonizing if we need to on dial. I think we were going for the ocean planet first, and since it is a bit further away, I don't want to call this one one of the more obvious ones. 10 production, 3 wit. I do want to get some wit on this guy as well, because he, Kuhn Noel will basically be our main governor of planets. You go to dial. We will colonize this planet. Meteor strikes does give us less science and less approval, but that's fine. It is the biggest planet. Also, a disadvantage is it has 3 of these, well, 4 actually. 3 tiny and 1 small, and those can be upgraded through building. So we are going to colonize the large ocean planet. Since I want to grow first, do other things later. Here we want alien grafting, and we also want heavy isotopes. So we will grow first and ask questions later. I don't want to call that one Andoria or the other main planet, so I'm going to have to look up stuff again. Ah, Jesus. So, like, well, anyway, let's first look at the research. So we've done almost all the basic level 1, so we can still do... I will do isolation shields next, because that means we can have some more science going. Sustainable farms will increase our food on desert, Arctic, arid and tundra planets. We have arid here. We have helium barren. Does it say barren too? No, it's desert, Arctic, arid and tundra. So it would only be worth 7 food, which is not enough for me. So I think we're just going to build a procreator on Vulcan for now. Yes, the Vulcans will also be the ones to colonize Andoria. How it's funny that might even sound. So, okay, let's look back at that Star Trek wiki again. Federation. Oop, just Federation. Just look for that. Finish some moves. Oh, here it is. Found the pirate ship. So, damn it. Yeah, now he's back at her. Desert and hydrogen, so the same building here would also only be worth 6 food. I think that since we are getting there, I'm also gonna do these two next, so we need to actually have some more buildings ready to be built. What's our income right now? Don't want to just click here and look it up. Right now, wow, we're getting 19 dust per turn. But MD, that's good. So, what you want? Armor weak point, no. Fast reboot, no. Constitution, no. Defense, offense, wit, labor. I'm gonna go with veteran 2 for now. Finish your moves. Research to be done. Okay, so we've done level 1s. And we can make better ships. We'll build them. Siege kinetics, stealth construction. 2 command points right there. That would be really useful, actually. But I think here are also command points. Bigger fleets, really useful. Okay. Planetary exploitation and influence areas. Particle scanning is what I want next. That's good. End our turn. Trying to hunt that pirate ship. So it was actually at my all. Damn them. Wonder where it will go next. And that satellite thing that I'm going to construct will just increase the influence range around everything that we have. Okay, I hope it didn't decide to just fly back right at me. It would be a little bit annoying. Let's create that ship. And we'll do star system improvement, public-private partnerships to basically decide... to get some more science in our big empire. And I actually have to check back on my clock. Oh, we're doing good. For now, I am going to try and fly there. Take some time. Hopefully the pirates are not there once I arrive. That would be shit. And I would lose the ship. Yeah, since our science is already so good, it will only increase with the more we get these things going. So, same building in Vulcan. Also, procreator, I want you created. You shall be flying to Ova. Which will soon not be named Ova anymore, of course. Okay, dismiss, go next turn. We have about yeah, I'm gonna end this episode right here. Okay, Telar. Ah, that's interesting. It's also a name we need to use, of course. I just should have written them down, really. Ah, yes, we shall name this planet Denobula. I think that's the one. I believe that's the official name that we should use for them. Yes, they are from the planet Denobula. So, Denobula. Yeah, it's just because the center of this it's just funny that Sol will be like the least populous one out of the center planets. Yeah, that's just... Maybe I should just... Can I actually move my... I think I can. move my capital away at one point. Let's see. There should be tech for doing that. Alien security, no. What is this? As borders. There should be a way to move your home planet, I think. I don't even remember if it's possible, or even if it is any significance. So, improvements. I don't think it's actually any significance, which is counted as your home territory. Or is that just, does it matter with trade routes? Yeah, there it is. There's something that this planet is doing that is giving me more stuff. It doesn't say why. I cannot see any buildings, star system. No, these are the regular improvements. I will look this up, by the way. Anyway, until next time, I want to say thank you all for watching. There it is. I will finish this battle, because it would be silly if I didn't. Or can I wait for the next episode? It's not automatically going ahead. So, on that note, on that bombshell, thank you all for watching. I will see you guys later.